No, great question, because like you said in the opening, it's definitely being overused in pop culture, and misused. So mindfulness and meditation, quite often you'll hear those two used and they'll be used synonymously, and they are not synonymous. Now, there is definitely some overlap. So if you're listening to this episode, I'm holding up my hands, kind of like the old Venn diagrams that we all studied in school with the circles that were overlapping. Mm-hmm. So if you got meditation in one circle, meditation is a formal practice. That's where you set aside some time to focus on some form of anchor. That anchor could be a mantra. That anchor could be your breath, like we did right before you hit record. That anchor could be a body scan. That anchor could be anything, but it's something that's going to keep you focused. And if your mind wanders off during the meditation, which it will, absolutely, it's going to happen, you can come back to that anchor. It's like a ship being anchored, right? That ship is going to kind of drift off, but it's always going to be centered on that anchor. Whereas mindfulness is a way of being, a way of living. It is being present in the here and now, and focusing and being aware of the physical experiences, the physical aspects that you're feeling, and the emotional feelings, and doing that without any judgment. And so a lot of people are like, oh, well, mindfulness is like stoicism. Well, I think there's definitely, again, more overlap there, but they're not the same thing. Stoicism is like kind of pushing off your emotions and being just very one emotion, or that's a very simplified term of it, or definition of it. But mindfulness is, hey, you know what? If you're angry, that's okay. You can be angry, be with that emotion, and don't judge yourself. Because a lot of time what happens is maybe we're angry, maybe we're sad, maybe we're frustrated, and we get that feeling, and then we notice that feeling, and then we get angry at the fact that we're angry, and we kind of spiral into this anxiety, and it's a downward spiral that is very tough to get out of. Mindfulness is noticing that you're feeling that, and being okay with it, and being curious with it, and then going through it, and then coming out the other side, because that's really the only way to get out of a particular emotion, get out of pain, get out of anger, get out of sadness, is to go through it. The only way out is through. And if you continually box up these emotions or judge yourself with these emotions, they're going to just come back with vengeance later. So it's better to go through it, experience it, and then come out the other side than it is to box it up. But yeah, that's kind of the difference between meditation and mindfulness. Mindfulness is, again, just being aware in the present moment without any judgment, being here in the now.